Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to really dig into the stories you need to understand. And today, we have a story that is, well, it's pretty shocking. Think about this. A software engineer, someone tech savvy, loses nearly 70 lakh rupees. That's what, around $84,000. And this happened in just 30 days. He was shown this portfolio, supposedly worth a huge 1.72 crore rupees, but it was all smoke and mirrors, a complete digital mirage, as some are calling it. It just wasn't real.
Right. And what makes this really concerning is it's way beyond a simple phishing scam, like a fake email. This is much more sophisticated.
More sophisticated how?
Well, the authorities are describing it as a full-fledged simulation of legitimate trading platforms. It's not just trying to trick you with words. The real danger here, the sort of twisted genius of it, is how they use familiarity against you. They build these fake environments that look exactly like the trading apps and websites we trust.
They weaponize our own digital know-how.
Exactly. Blurs the line completely.
Okay, so our mission today, for everyone listening, is to really break down how these social investing frauds work, step by step. We need to understand how they pull off these incredibly convincing scams from that very first contact right through to the final devastating withdrawal trap. The aim here is so that you can spot the red flags, the warning signs, and protect yourself. And we're going to focus on this specific case reported in the IPO illusion involving a 49-year-old tech professional from Greater Noida. So take us back to the beginning. How did this whole nightmare even start for him? What was that initial hook?
Well, the report says it all kicked off in mid-June, and it was something incredibly simple. Just clicking a link on social media.
Just a click.
That's all it took. That click led him straight into a WhatsApp group. And this group, look, it was designed to look totally legit, run by so-called financial analysts, pushing out what seemed like real-time market updates, tempting insider IPO alerts, over-the-counter stock tips.
SEC stocks? Right. Stuff that sounds exclusive.
Precisely. It creates this immediate feeling of being on the inside, getting special access, urgency, exclusivity. It's a powerful mix.
Okay, so they've got him in the group, feeling like he's got this special insight. What's the next move? How do they ramp it up from there?
Good question, because this is where they really start reeling him in. He gets moved or invited to a premium group.
Ah, the next level up.
Exactly. And the promise here is even bigger. Institutional level access. Access to high return stocks, those IPOs everyone wants a piece of, more OTC stocks, and curated investment strategies. It's all designed to make him feel elite, like he's playing in the big leagues now, which of course justifies putting in more money.
And then comes what sounds like their most powerful trick, letting people make small withdrawals early on. That must seem incredibly convincing.
Oh, absolutely. It's psychologically brilliant in a very manipulative way. They let him withdraw small amounts after making small initial investments.
So he sees money actually coming back to him.
Right. Think about how that feels. It makes the whole setup seem completely real. The platform works, the profits are real, his decisions are smart, it builds massive trust. And it taps into, our basic reward mechanisms. You get a small win, you feel good, you want more. It creates this sunk cost feeling too. You're already in, you've seen it work.
Makes it incredibly hard to pull back later, even if doubts start creeping in.
Exactly. You're hooked.
And you can see how that confidence would build, seeing actual returns, however small initially. It clearly worked because he ended up, based on this false confidence, transferring a huge sum, 69.73 lakh. Multiple transactions, and all within about 30 days. That's just an incredible amount of money based purely on deception. So he's heavily invested now financially and you'd imagine emotionally too. And that's when the digital mirage really takes shape, right? This fake dashboard showing his portfolio is worth, what was it, 1.72 crore?
Yes, 1.72 crore on paper. On this fake screen, he's looking at a fortune.
Imagine seeing that number. It must feel utterly real, even for just a moment.
It's designed to be overwhelming, intoxicating. But then comes the crash. The moment of truth, as you said. He tries to withdraw some of those massive profits.
And suddenly, the game changes.
Completely. This is where their delay and extract strategy kicks in. It's basically a modern twist on classic advance fee fraud.
So they don't just say no, they start asking for more money.
Precisely. First, it's brokerage fees.
Okay.
Seems plausible, maybe. He pays, wanting to access his huge supposed balance.
But the withdrawal doesn't happen.
Nope. Denied.
Yeah.
And then they pile it on. Suddenly their demands for regulatory clearance fees, platform usage charges, more brokerage obligations. It's just one demand after another, always needing more money to unlock the money that isn't actually there. It's a trap designed to bleed the victim dry.
Okay, so they're mimicking everything so well. The jargon, the dashboards looking like busy interfaces, as SHO Ranjit Singh from the Cybercrime Branch pointed out. If they can fake the look and feel so perfectly, what's the tell? How can you, the listener, possibly spot the difference between one of these fakes and a real platform?
That's the core challenge, isn't it? And it's a really good question. Often the interface itself isn't the main giveaway anymore. They're getting too good. But as SHO Singh's insights suggest, while they mimic the look, the process often differs. The big red flags usually lie in how they ask for money and the reasons they give for blocking withdrawals. Legitimate brokers have clear, upfront fee structures. They don't suddenly invent large escalating fees for regulatory clearance just when you want to withdraw your capital. Also look at the payment methods. Are they asking you to transfer funds to multiple different, maybe individual bank accounts, or through unusual channels? Legitimate platforms usually have very formal integrated payment systems linked directly to regulated banking. That's often a key difference. The constant escalating demands for more fees before payout, that's the classic advance fee signal.
Right, the payment method and those ever-increasing, vaguely explained fees, that makes sense. In this case, it's not just a one-off, is it? Experts are warning this kind of thing is on the rise.
Yeah, definitely. Reports indicate a real surge in these social investing frauds in India. And the platforms they use are often the everyday ones. WhatsApp, Telegram. Easy to access, easy to create groups. They leverage trusted branding, which is usually completely faked, maybe using logos that look similar to real companies. They use influencer testimonials, again, likely fake or paid for without disclosure. And crucially, as we saw here, that tactic of offering partial payouts early on, it's incredibly effective at building that false sense of security.
It really does blur the lines between what's a real investment opportunity and what's just manipulation.
It absolutely does. And it
Yeah.
makes you think how many people right now might be in one of these groups, seeing these updates, thinking it's real, understanding these specific steps, these tactics we've discussed, that's really your best defense. Knowing the playbook helps you recognize the game.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. The core takeaway from our deep dive today seems to be this really dangerous mix. Incredibly sophisticated digital mimicry combined with the promise of huge, easy returns. Plus, that really clever use of small, early payouts to build rock-solid but totally false trust. And then the hammer falls with the withdrawal trap. It's not a bug, it's the feature, designed to kick in once you're fully committed.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Absolutely. And connecting this back to you listening right now, it just highlights the massive challenge we all face trying to figure out what's real and what isn't in the online financial world. Knowledge, like we always say, is power, but only if you understand it and can actually apply it. Critical thinking is just non-negotiable now with so much information and deliberate misinformation out there. And it leaves us with a pretty unsettling thought, doesn't it? Given how perfectly these scams can simulate reality now, how do we really verify legitimacy? Especially when everything looks right at the start. What new questions should you start asking yourself? Maybe uncomfortable questions before you invest online to make absolutely sure you don't become the next person caught in a beautifully crafted digital illusion. Something to really think about.